Hi, my name is Randy Siebold, Vice President of Education for Weimar Center for Health and Education. And with me, I have David Beihl. How you doing, David?
Doing well.
Good. Glad you're here. Take a few moments to learn about this new program we have, Mcat Boot Camp. So tell me, what is that?
Mcat Boot Camp is going to be a program held on the campus of Weimar College this summer, an 8-week summer intensive to prepare pre-med students to take their Mcat.
Okay. All right. So now, if a student who's been doing pre-med work, they've been studying their classes, you're telling me you're pretty convinced that if they come to a program like this, they're going to increase their score on the Mcat?
I feel very confident. Yes, if they invest in it. A lot of people go to a program. It's well known that if you study, you increase your chances of doing well on these standardized tests.
Okay.
Many people go to a Kaplan program, or Princeton Review does things, but we're offering a special advantage. This will be longer and more comprehensive than the typical Kaplan programs.
Okay.
And we'll also incorporate spiritual preparation for medical school and even some fun social events during your summer.
There you go.
So I think that's something that would have attracted me a couple of years ago when I was in this place.
Now tell me about the Mcat a little bit. This is a national standardized exam for students interested in entering medical school. Break it down a little bit for me. What are things inside of this test?
There's quite a bit, actually.
And you just took the test relatively recently.
Right. I'm just right now in my first year of medical school, so I took it not this summer of 2010, but of 2009. So what it involves is basically 4 key science classes. You need to have had general physics and general chemistry and organic chemistry and general biology. And those are the 4 science classes that are tested. Then there's also a section on verbal reasoning. Basically, can you understand what you read, and testing communication skills. Most people want a doctor that can communicate with them.
Yeah, right.
And there's also a couple essays to write. So we'll be preparing people for all of those segments.
Okay, all right. So that's breaking down the test. Now, you mentioned your first. Were you a pre-med major coming into college? Is that kind of how you came into into pre-med? Just did pre-med in college and then run right into medical school?
I did undergrad and graduate school, and I wasn't really a pre-med major. I was at Southern, and so I did do the pre-med required classes, which are the 4 ones, and some extras. The extra science classes, if you choose them well, do help.
Okay.
And so I found those things, genetics, histology, biochem, to be helpful but not required. In fact, I took those after I took the Mcat.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So,
all right. And so how was your experience taking the Mcat? Was that go fairly well, or I mean?
God blessed, and God blessed my efforts in studying, and helped me to get a 37.
Praise the Lord.
Which I'm very thankful for.
Lord. So. Yeah, that's great. Now, you mentioned you were. Did you mention you were in a theology program?
I did the theology
and then you did some graduate work as well.
Master's in Business Administration.
So did you start college at 13 or something? Because, I mean, you look like a young man. I mean, not disrespectful or anything.
I'm actually 25.
Okay.
And so I spent 7 years at Southern. I have to qualify when I say that. I did 4 years for undergrad and then 2 years for graduate school and 1 for the science classes. Those last 3 were all mixed together. I have to explain this or people will think I failed my first 3 years. And that's not true.
Okay, all right, good. Well, good experience. And so essentially what I'm hearing is you're wanting to really bring the preparation that you did, because you did an intensive preparation. Is that kind of what you're trying to do, is recreate this kind of experience for people?
Absolutely, except I want to also help them to learn from the things that I could have done better, and
so do a better program,
do better than what I was able to
all
do
right.
for myself.
Yeah, that's good. So we have some also, so the plan is to offer this on the campus of Weimar and in cooperation with Weimar, so with some faculty members of Weimar College and perhaps Dr. Nedley and some others, to try to bring them in and help to learn from their experience as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good. I don't know if you have anything else you want to make sure and share about the program?
It's going to be exciting. We're going to study hard, and we're going to have some fun weekend recreational opportunities. We're going to try to go most weekends out hiking or camping or something inexpensive. And it's also going to be an opportunity to prepare spiritually. Med school is not just demanding academically, but it will try your soul. And so now is the time to be investing in your spiritual foundation as well as your academic foundation, and I want to see you there so that we can work together to help prepare you for the mission that God has for you.
Amen. Amen. David, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. And thank you for spending a few moments here too. God bless.